Dear brother, you know one of the biggest enemies to men in our progress is pace. We move too fast. We don't think about a lot, and we hurt ourselves. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Help this channel grow, man, so we can change more lives. I had a conversation with my son one time. He's really heavy into politics. He's 20. And we made a plan. We said, you know what? Let's go visit all the presidential libraries, all of them. And so I start, putting a plan together. We'll go here this year, we'll go here, and then we'll go there, then we'll go there, till we get all these done. And then something hit me. Well, actually, he's the one that kind of jolted me with his response. His response was, Dad, we have time. And I paused and I stared at him. And instead of just saying, okay, yeah, son, you right, we got time, something in me said, explain why you move like you move as far as getting it done and planning it out. And I said, you know what, son? I said, my dad, your grandfather, passed away at 59 suddenly. He was healthy, everything was cool, and within 2 weeks, he was gone, right before my 27th birthday, And I said, he was gone so quick and my life is going so fast. I said, so I sometimes rush to spend time with you and do different things because I feel like, time would just go. And he looked at me, he said, yeah, Dad, I understand that. But it was such a good conversation. And it was good to be vulnerable in front of my son, just so he wouldn't think Dad is just planning things out, but this is why Dad is planning things out. But he helped me that day. He helped me because this is what I taught. I've been teaching this around the world to men for 20 years about the pace problem that we have. And I wasn't living it out because of fear that I was not going to have enough time. And so that's what I want to talk about, man, for a few minutes with y'all today, is that how many things in your life do you move so quickly on out of fear of time? Like you're going to run out of time, or you're behind time, or this is one thing we all say, I should be here by now. I should have done this by now. I'm 27, I'm 32, I'm 40, I'm 45. Man, oh my God, I'm about to be 50. I should have accomplished this by now. And then sometimes we're surrounded by people that put that pressure on us. Well, why you ain't here? And why you don't have this? And why didn't you accomplish this? And sometimes one of the biggest things is just the curse of comparison. When we look around at other people and that seem to have it. Now, I'm not saying there's other people that don't have the things you want to have, maybe at the age you are, or accomplished it even younger. But when it comes to like some comparisons, especially social media comparisons, man, we compare ourselves to people that don't even have what they say they have. They're lying about even having it. And so here we are in a rush, trying to keep up with somebody who's lying to us about having what they have. One thing, man, what you got to do is you got to slow down your pace, because I always say this, the only thing, bro, you can do fast is crash. That's the only thing you can do fast. Only thing you're going to do fast is crash. Some of you didn't get engaged. You crashed into engagement. Some of you didn't even want to be married. You crashed into marriage. Some of you didn't even want to pursue some of the careers you did, but you crashed into it because somebody said, well, that's where the money is. You might be dating somebody that you don't even want to be with because you crashed. You went too fast trying to meet her. You fell in love with who you thought she was, and then you find out that she's not who you think that she is, and now you realize, man, I crashed. I often say this, man, you don't want to fall in love, especially as a man. You don't want to fall in love, man. You want to walk into it. Because one day you might discover that it's not love, and you got to walk out of it. See, if you fall into something, you got to climb out of it. If you walk into something, you can walk out of it, man. But I want to challenge us, man, but I also want to comfort us, because I know what that feels like, man. I don't come on this podcast to just educate y'all like I'm some guru. I'm not your guru at all. I'm just a man who has moved fast, have made moves that I should have slowed down, and thought about. And sometimes we need to question ourselves, man. Why did I move that fast? Man, these grades is coming in crazy. Why did I move that fast? What was I thinking? Was I trying to impress somebody? Was I trying to give someone what they needed and ignoring what I needed? See, we do that a lot as men. We will work so hard to give other people what they need, to give them the happiness they desire, to give them the joy they need. And you don't consider your joy until it's too late. And now you got to figure out how to work this thing out. A lot of times, man, because we think that our feelings don't matter, or we feel like other people's feelings matter more. And I think that's probably what it is more than anything. Not that our feelings don't matter. I think we know our feelings matter, but I think we think our feelings matter less than other people, because as men, it's like, oh, I can handle it. I can deal with that. I can deal with it. I was talking to somebody the other day, and we were saying how with marriage, man, it was my lady. My lady asked me, she said, how many weddings have you seen where, the guy didn't want to do it? I said, plenty. I've seen plenty of weddings. That guy, I've done hundreds of weddings. And I said, yeah, I see it plenty. And I can see on a man's face that he doesn't want to do it. I can see on a man's face that he doesn't want to do it. The issue is with men, what we do is once we decide, we just decide and we say, okay, I can handle this. Even if you don't want to do it, most of the time the issue is, I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to hurt her. I don't want to hurt her girlfriends. I don't want to hurt her mother. I don't want to hurt my family, and we look to cover everybody else's feelings. And again, we ignore our own feelings and then we get stuck, Same thing. There's a lot of women who don't want to get married, and you can see why they at the top of the aisle. Just a stunned look, It's a stunned look like, man, what am I doing? Also, again, some of y'all have gone to school and again, chase certain careers. And it's like, yo, do you want to do this? Not really. Maybe it's the pressure of the family. Man, some of y'all wanted to be an artist, and here you are an accountant. Some of you wanted to be an actor, and here you are a lawyer. Here you are in some career that's not really fulfilling you, but in your head, it was like, okay, I'll be able to financially secure myself. And I'm not saying nothing wrong with financial security, bro. At all. We need to be financially secure, especially when you got a family and this and that. Man, but did you forget about your dreams? Did you forget about your dreams so that your bank account is full? I saw a clip the other day of Will Smith, and he said something very, very interesting and powerful. He said, you can get so much money and so much resources and have everything you want. And he said, and then you realize it's like falling off a cliff, that you climb this mountain to get everything you want, everything you need, and you got so much of it, you'll never run out of it. It's locked and stocked. It's right there. You can have whatever you want. But then he said you run into this place, like, again, off this cliff, where you realize it's not the stuff you need, you can't purchase. The stuff that's going to really make you inwardly happy and secure you inwardly, you can't purchase it. And see, that's the thing, men, that we got to realize is that soulish joy that makes you happy as a man. That's what we really want. I'm not saying we don't need money, but we need good health, but we also need good mental health and good spiritual health and strength inside. Inward fortitude. You know what else you need? To be proud of yourself. To be proud of who you are, to be proud of the man you become. That's the stuff that really makes us, who we are. To be proud of ourselves, to know that you've done a good job, and to know that you've pursued the things in life that count to you. Because, man, when it's all said and done, bro, all the stuff you went and got, it won't matter. All the stuff you went and pursued and chased that you thought, it won't matter. I'm going to tell you, it won't matter. I've been sick, man. I've been on dialysis, man, when I was 37. Never thought I'd be on a dialysis machine. I traveled this world speaking and everything, and I thought, hey, man, my life is going to prosper. I done served the world. Now it's my turn. And guess what? My turn, I was on a dialysis machine. Thank God in 2020, I had a wonderful queen out of New York that gave me a perfect match kidney, right? I've also been homeless. My book Home, go on christianwinners.com, grab my book called Home, Where Hurt Men Heal, right? I wrote that book on this very phone I'm doing this recording on, sleeping in a borrowed car, homeless, in a parking lot, bro, of a cancer center where my mom got diagnosed with cancer. I slept there in that car, you know? Man, listen, when you hit these life issues, you find out what matters and what don't matter, bro. What matters is that inward thing. What matters is, am I pursuing the life I want to live? Don't let your pace take you so far, so fast that you got to find your way back to yourself. Don't let your pace, don't let other people speed up your pace and make you go get stuff and pursue stuff and go chase stuff that really ultimately is not going to matter for the future, or what the life they think you should live, or the woman they think you should have, right? Or the career they think, oh, you smart, you should be doing this. Man, you got to look inside and see the life you want. I was giving somebody counsel last night. The best thing for you to do, man, when you can't find it, sit down and write out what do I want my life to look like. And don't consider money, don't consider credit, don't consider education or none of that. But what's the life that I want to live? Right? How do I want to feel? That's the bigger question. How do I want to feel every day? What do I want to be doing to make myself proud of me every day? See, these kind of questions, man, then you start looking and say, okay, now what do I have to do to start walking in the direction? Because whatever you want to do in life, bro, you got to do things that point you in that direction. You can't want this and walk that way. You hear what I'm saying? So love yourself enough to slow down, bro. Slow down, take time, think through your desires. Think through, because every desire, some of these desires we have will throw us off, man. You know, we all love our kids, but some of us got kids that you done made with some random woman that you ain't with no more, and it's all crazy. You love your kid, but it's like, man, I could have slowed down and thought about that more. I could have slowed. That's your seed. That's the seed in you, right? You don't want to just put that in any girl because she was beautiful that night, right? You the same way you invest your money, you take time, you look and say, hold up, I don't know, maybe I should think about this. Man, it's the same way you should handle your mind, your heart, your emotions. Listen, bro, I got to get in here to work, but I love y'all. Make sure that you love you. Slow your pace down, man. It's the greatest thing you can do for you. Slow your pace down so you can make decisions that matter for you and your family, not just matter for other people that ain't going to count in the end. You matter, bro. I love you, but you got to love you too. You matter to me, but make sure you matter to you. Walk this life out every day with no fear, no shame, and no compromise. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, bro. Share these videos. It ain't just about blowing up as a YouTube station. It's men, we need this. We need community. And the Dear Brother Podcast is a special community where grown men keep on growing. We're going to end it like we always end it, bro. Yesterday was history, and tomorrow's a mystery. All you got is right now. What you going to do with it, what you going to do about it. Till the next time, bro. Love you. Stand tall. I'm proud of you. Peace.